Hi. My name is Paul. And this is my story. Last Friday I was hanging out with my friends after a football game at school. They were all trying to convince me to go to a party at one of our classmates' house. But I was exhausted and just wanted to go home. My friends reluctantly left for the party and I made my way to my car. As I started opening the car door, this girl I had never seen before jumped out of nowhere and startled me. As I quickly regained my composure, she said hi to me. I said hi to her and she came walking over. She told me her name was Jen. Then she explained that she missed her ride and asked if I would be willing to drive her home. Now keep in mind, I had never seen this girl before. But since it was game night at our school, I figured she was here to support the rival team. But although I didn't know her, I couldn't just leave her stranded. So we got in my car and I proceeded to drive her home. She told me about her school, her friends, and even her favorite foods. We had a pretty good time talking and getting to know each other. And before you knew it, we were at her house. As she got out of my car, she thanked me for taking her home and walked to her door. I watched her walk inside. Then I drove home. The next day I was getting in my car to go hang out with my buddies, when I noticed a purse in the front seat of my car. I knew right away that it must belong to the girl I drove home last night. Since we didn't exchange phone numbers, I decided to drive to her house and return her purse. So I called my buddies and told them I would be late. As I got closer to her house, I found myself strangely excited to see her again. Finally I pulled up to her house. I knocked on the door and a lady slowly opened the door, and stood there looking at me. I asked her if Jen was there. She said nothing but looked at me confused. Thinking she didn't hear me, I asked again. "Is Jen home?" She began yelling at me, and asked if I thought coming to her home playing this stupid prank was funny. I was shocked but managed to tell her that I was there to give Jen her purse, which she left in my car. She stopped yelling, and looked like she had seen a ghost as I handed her Jen's purse. Then she began crying and told me that Jen was her daughter. Through her tears, she told me Jen is her daughter, but she was killed 10 years ago after her high school football game. But every so often people come to the house claiming to have seen her. I passed out.